Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna be fixing a light box that I didn't like. So I created this light box here for my dad for Father's Day. It's a scene of a blacksmith forging because my dad is a blacksmith and he's been asking me to make a light box like this for a long time. And I spent so much time trying to get it right and it turned out okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it looked fun and my dad liked it. So I went and spent days editing the whole video, and when I went to export it, my laptop died and it messed everything up, and now every time I try to export that video, my laptop just shuts off. I don't know why, but I couldn't upload that video, and I decided to go back and just fix some of the things that I disliked about this light box so that I can film it and I can still show you this light box because I wanted to. So this is just gonna be like a quick little video since I lost most of that footage. So for the things that I didn't like about this light box, one of them is that the hammer isn't the right shape. The second thing is that the sword that he's working on is too close to his hand. And then the third thing is that the background didn't have enough details for me. So let's just get started. The first step was removing the hammer and the sword. I just kind of ripped them off carefully and then threw them away. Then I go and sketch out the proper details. I draw out a smaller hammer that's a different shape because the hammer I had before looked like a wooden mallet or a sledgehammer, and you don't use a hammer like that when you forge. I also draw out the workbench with some tools to fill out that space in the back under the window. I also create some hooks for more tools to hang from on the wall. I also created some tongs that you would use to hold the metal as you work because the metal is really hot. And these are really simple, so I just quickly cut them out and they weren't very much trouble at all. And then I glue those in place and move on to the main workbench. For those who don't forge, the way it works is basically you take some metal and you heat it up in the forge, which I have here in the background, and once it gets hot enough where it's glowing red and it's kind of melted, you take it over to the anvil and you use a hammer to pound the soft metal into the desired shape, and you go back and forth doing this multiple times until you created what you want, and then you cool it off by placing it into water, which I added here in the foreground, but that's basically the process. And there's a lot of tools and materials involved in this process, and I wanted to add more of that in with this work table. I added some clamps, some keys, some just random knickknacks here and there. Some of these were a little tricky to cut out, but most of them were pretty simple. I wanted to add as many details as possible, and this was quite fun to do. I also added this little pile of wood logs here that would feed the fire in the forge. And once I had all the details of the table glued together and I had all the different elements ready, I glued them all in their place. And here is the new version of this light box. I like it so much more. It's not the most obvious changes, but I like it a lot better, and my dad also likes it more, so it's a win-win. So yeah, let me know, did you like it before or after these changes? And if you enjoyed this short little video, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!